Great rise, lights, beloved. You know who this is, and you know what it is. It is your girl, Queen Goddess, the King Advocate, and it is another Melanated Monday. So you all come on in so we can have this conversation tonight. Hopefully, you all will converse with me. We can exchange some energy, some thoughts, some concerns, some answers, whatever. Please share this video if you are on YouTube or if you have subscribed. If you have not yet subscribed, please make sure you do subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is Queen Goddess, the King Advocate. God is spelled God is, Godis. Please make sure you subscribe to that channel on YouTube, Queen Goddess, the King Advocate. Subscribe, like, share, comment, do all that good stuff. If you are on Facebook, do the same. Follow and share, comment, interact with me. Okay? I'm going to give you all a moment to get in. For those of you who are showing up already, I appreciate you. Let me know who you are so I can say hello to you properly on both networks. So it's not networks. I guess I didn't put that in the air. I said network. So I done put it out there. Let's claim it. All right. So I appreciate you all for being here and for coming in. And I'm going to get you out of here so you can watch football game at 8:15. I don't know who's playing, but I'm going to get you in and out. What's going on, Sabak? Thank you, loved one, for being here. I so appreciate you. I do. And all of you who are here. T Harp, thank you, loved one. I appreciate you. Greetings to you. Hopefully this will be an informative and edifying show for you all. Again, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can either type them in the comment box or you can call. I will open the phone lines if you would like to call in and share your thoughts with me. Okay. So you saw the video that I created. With the title, I think it said Revelation, Do You See It? And I deliberately did not put any words in this particular advertisement, if you will, because I wanted to see if you all overstood what was being shown. I didn't say understood. If you overstood the message, if you overstood what was being shown, it is important. Sometimes we can't just say the words, or it's not necessary to just say the words. Sometimes you have to just see it for yourself, figure it out, meditate on it, see it over and over and over again. That's how we're programmed and conditioned, but this is a good one. Okay, you have to see it for yourself. And I want to know if you got it. If you got it, show some hearts, show a thumbs up or something. Let me know that you got it. I'm sure it's going to be a lot of people who totally missed it. And if they did, that's okay. They're going to learn today. Okay. Today being whatever day they find this here. Okay. But we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about a few things, basically everything that the advertisement was showing. And I'm not going to wait for anybody else. I'm going to go ahead and get started. Good. I'm glad you got it. That's what's up. Glad you got it. If you would, please share this video. You can share it now, or you can share it after the fact, but please share it. And again, if you have not already subscribed to my YouTube channel, please make sure you do that. Queen Goddess, Goddess, spelled Godis. God is the King Advocate. Queen Goddess, the King Advocate. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started. So I always meditate before I go live, before I decide what the topic is going to be. And I'm going to say I don't make the decision. It's given to me. The words are given to me. The topic is given to me, no matter what I think I want to do or say. I'm a messenger. I'm going to put that out there. I'm a messenger. And I know as a messenger, a lot of things that are delivered, a lot of messages that are delivered are rejected, are not received, are sent back to sender, or attempted to be sent back to the sender, because people just refuse to accept the information that is provided. They refuse to be accountable for that which is being given to them. And that which is being given to them is for their own good. It's something that they need to know, they need to be aware of. These messages come as warnings a lot, they just come as information. Whatever it is, it's so you know. It's always a reason that I show up here on Monday nights. Always a reason. If I don't come, it's because I'm not giving anything to tell you. Okay. Today, it may end up sounding a little preachy, may. Um, that's not my intent, but however it comes out, it comes out. I'm pretty sure I'm going to drop an F bomb, though. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure I'm going to drop an F bomb. Yeah, I'm certain. I'm certain of it. I'm going to start off with it, as a matter of fact, because so much is going on and we're missing it. We get easily distracted. Y'all like, what are you talking about? Get to it. I'm getting to it. The video, as you saw it, showed a few different, okay, they had better wake up fast. Absolutely. It showed a few different topics, if you will, and how things are changing. This is really going into, you may or may not be familiar with the term replacement theory. Replacement theory. I talked about it before in regards to the white people fighting against the replacement theory, them being replaced by Black people. That's not what I'm talking about today, though. Okay, not specifically on them, but the replacement on everything that we knew as righteous, everything that we knew as acceptable, everything that we knew as normal. All of those things are being replaced with everything that is wicked. Y'all have to understand, when you talk about God and you talk about the righteousness of God, and I'm like, this ain't a church. It ain't church, and I'm not really trying to be preachy, but it is what it is. But when you talk about God and you talk about God's righteousness, you have to remember that there is always an opposite. So you have God, the righteous God. You got to have something that is a God that is unrighteous. There's always a good and a good and evil, a right and wrong, a yin and a yang. Okay, that which the Most High has deemed to be righteous, the adversary presents itself to show the complete opposite and gives ways to justify it, to be seen as God. So as long as the things that are righteous have a replacement and a justification for it, then the focus from the righteous God turns to that of the wicked, and we begin to practice the things that are wicked because they've been justified. We begin to practice the things of the wicked because they've been justified. So now we have replaced the God of righteousness with the God of wickedness because it has been justified, because we can see these things manifest quickly. We can ask for these things and they come as they become convenient for us. We see these things, so we've accepted them. We're looking at corruption. Let's just start with that. Corruption is in everything. You have corruption in politics. You have corruption in your community. You have corruption in the church. You have corruption in the schools. You have corruptions in the homes. You have corruption just in the mind, because people sometimes choose to just be corrupt. They choose that. You have corruption being shown on the televisions. You have corruption being shown everywhere in the movies. It's acceptable because the corruption has now caused us to feel a certain kind of way, because it pacifies what we want at the time, or what we think we want at the time, which then again brings us from the righteousness into the wickedness, because it makes us feel a certain kind of way and we can justify it. So we have replaced the righteousness with the corruption. We have replaced the second thing that I showed, and I'm gonna go back into that later on was the rainbow. And yes, I'm talking about it because people don't want to talk about it. They're fearful for what might happen, what people gonna say, what's gonna come at them in the mail. I don't give a damn. I'm so over this. I'm so over this. This whole rainbow community. They got 100 different letters attached to them now, 100 different protections attached to them. For what? We never had an issue with being able to discern male and female because that's all that was created, male and female. As it's written, created in the image of God, the image and likeness of God, male and female, masculine and feminine, in the image of God, I create them, male and female. There wasn't nothing in between. There wasn't nothing after the fact. It wasn't nothing before the fact. It wasn't no gazillion letters put together. We're going to create this here. It wasn't none of that. But we have accepted that it's okay to have these interminglings and these changes and these, what, I don't even know what the hell to call it. I don't even know what to call it. We've accepted it though. So we have we have replaced man and woman as man and woman with you decide what you want to call yourself. You pick a pronoun. You can pick an animal if that's what you choose to be an animal. You pick that. We're going to justify that. We're going to be okay with that. We're going to protect you. We're going to fight for you. We're going to give you rights. We're going to give you protections. We're going to give you a check too. We're going to do all of these things for you because we have just created a whole new species. So the original regular normal species that was created as man and woman is being replaced with pick something. Pick it. You decide what you want to be, and we're going to say that's it. So what's going to happen if we don't wake up and do something? And I mean that. If we don't wake up and do something, men and women that were born men and women that choose to be with the opposite are going to be null and void, are going to be the abnormal. We're going to be fighting to be seen, heard, recognized, whatever. We're not going to have the rights of man and woman anymore. It's going to be wiped away. It's going to be replaced with everything that comes under the rainbow. Everything. I have never seen so many letters, so many created identities in my life. If you saw the video, it had a wheel basically with all of the different forms of identity. What the hell? What are we doing? What is this shit? I'm talking about it. Like I said, I know somebody gonna have something to say. I know they're gonna try to take this off my feed. I already know. But my job as a messenger is to give the people what the Most High say you need, whether they like it or not. That ain't my job to give a damn about how you feel about the message. It's not my job to care. My job is to deliver your mail. Bruh, this belongs to you. Sis, this belongs to you. And that's it. My job is to give you the information, is to give you the word, the wisdom, the opportunity to get it right again. We're going to go into some other things. Some other things came into my spirit earlier. And I'll talk about that. I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to go in order. The next thing that was shown was the image of the, I don't know what they call it, but the law. Right, the woman with the scale, the balance, the scales laying down. It was just knocked over. So that represents lawlessness. Now, what we know in the righteous world is that everything operates within law, right? Natural law, universal law, spiritual law, God's law. However you want to name that on a higher righteous level, everything operates within a law. But now we are in a state of lawlessness. Well, the law don't matter. Make it up yourself. Do it as you feel. When we talked about the purge a couple weeks ago, that it is occurring, it will be occurring January 1st, 2023 in Illinois, that it starts there. This is not a joke. That's just the beginning. There is going to, and I'm going to say, I see, there is going to be a full blown out purge state where there is complete and absolute lawlessness. Complete and absolute lawlessness, meaning people are going to do what they want to do and nobody is going to save them. Sounds familiar because I know for certain that it's written in Deuteronomy. I know it's written. Like I said, I'm not going to make this a church service. I'm not trying to preach at you, but I got to give you the information, whether you like it or not. The next thing we saw on there was the police, the overseers, the officers, the overseers being unruly, if you will, arresting anybody, shooting people in the street just because they can, because they think they can, because we have given them the authority to do so, because we don't know who we are. We don't know the definition of who we are legally and lawfully. We don't understand the language that is being spoken. We're giving people the dominion over us when they have and have never had such a thing, because we have replaced God as our leader, as our protector, as our provider, as our authority with human beings. So now, since that's what we want a leader. We want to be like the nations. We want to have what the other people have. We want somebody to rule over us and tell us what to do. So God said, you know what? Bet. All right, since I ain't good enough, I'm going to give you somebody that look just like you. I'm going to give you somebody that sound like you, that does the same things that you do with your wicked ass. I'm going to give you that. I'm going to give you what you asked for. So now we got what we asked for and we mad. Now we mad. Now we picketing. Now we want to defund. Now what? We're getting everything that we've asked for. Again, we keep doing this. And let me say that. Let's move on. The next thing is the robot. You saw the robot. I don't know what this particular robot's name is, but it is classified as a she. Okay. She communicates like a regular human being. She feels emotions. She can have a full-blown conversation with you. She can talk to you about anything. Anything. She can share secrets with you. You can share secrets with this robot. She's been on talk shows. Stop it. She's been interviewed. A robot. So now we're more concerned with the feelings of a robot, the thoughts of a robot, the emotions of a robot, than we are with human beings. We're replacing human beings, spiritual beings, with robotics, things that man has made for himself. We are replacing ourselves with things that we make. Hello, somebody. Everything. Yes. Yes, D. Thank you for being here. And G, I see you, baby. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you. We're talking about everything. We are replacing ourselves for the sake of convenience with robots. We're teaching them how to be us. So there's no longer a need for us. So we're giving them authority to replace us, to destroy us. We are giving robots the authority to replace and destroy us for our convenience. Make that make sense to me. who really is the artificial intelligence? Is it the robot or is it the human being? Because it seems to me that the robots got more common sense, got more good sense than the humans do. Because they're going to make sure you don't find a way to replace them. This shit sound crazy as hell. A robot got enough sense to protect itself and its like kind, so it is not replaced by humans. But humans don't have enough sense to do the same for themselves. I'm done. The next thing we're talking about is the currency. Okay. The dollar bill, the paper. First of all, we knew the dollar didn't have no value when the gold and silver was taken away. So it already wasn't backed on nothing. It was already a debt note. It's already a debt note. But now even it is being digitized. It is no longer accepted. Cash is no longer being accepted in a lot of places. If you don't have a debit card or a credit card or some type of chip where you can swipe or show it or whatever, you can't get nothing. Now, this has been said to us. If you don't have this chip, you're not going to be able to buy. People were saying that it was a chip that's going to be put in your arm. This was the mark of the beast. But everything is based on a chip. If you don't have the chip, you're not going to be able to buy. You're not going to be able to purchase the things that you need in order to survive. You're not going to be able even to barter anything because you got to have the chip, because we have the silver and gold. We have bartering with digital money for our convenience, of course. Cut it out. So now we're in this state. This is when we start to get a little fuller with this conversation. And if you want to call in, feel free to do so. 770-906-5271. 770-906-5271. I see all of your comments. I will go back and read your comments. I just want to get through what I'm saying real quick, so I do see them. We are in and approaching a state where people are in prayer, or they want to pray more. They want to be in meditation, or they're going to be in that state. We're going to be in, everybody's requesting prayer and then having these live prayer sessions on, Facebook or whatever. A lot of these things are happening, and they're going to happen even more in the future. But guess what? We're also approaching a time when the Most High, which was the next slide in the video, of something, a spiritual being, turning their head and closing their ears to this prayer. So people with the wicked mind that they have, the wicked heart that they have, the wicked intentions that they have, will still have the audacity to pray to the Most High and ask for some salvation, ask for some protection, ask for some guidance and some leadership, ask for some covering. Most High said, you know what? Get from me. I don't know you, and I'm not listening to your prayers. I'm turning my deaf ear to you. I'm turning a deaf ear to you. Your prayers are noise to me. I don't want to hear them anymore. I don't want to hear them. I'm going to let you see and feel what it feels like when I'm absent from you, when you can no longer call on me and expect me to show up on your behalf with your wicked ass. I'm gonna do to you what you've been doing to me all this time. I'm going to turn a deaf ear to you. How you going to maneuver with that? What you gonna do when you calling out my name and I don't say nothing? When I, as the Most High, have been calling your name since the day I made you, since the day I created you, I've been calling for you. That from that moment, I'm calling for you every day. I'm giving you an opportunity, moment by moment, to get it right. But you keep turning a deaf ear to me. Let's play tit for tat now. How's it going to feel when I don't hear you calling me? What's going on, G? I hear you.
Oh, I thought you were talking to me. I was like, what did I do, man?
No, I know you on the line. What's going on, love?
No, I got you. You know, I got you. I was scared that I picked up on
you good.
Two things. You are definitely on it again.
I appreciate you.
You know, this is not a thing where what you're talking about is not. It's not like, again, it's not a football game. It's not, we get them next week. It's not a baseball game. We get them tomorrow. The best 2 out of 3. This is about your soul.
Absolutely.
So people want to sit here and play, and at the end, it's going to be too late.
Right.
You know, because if you don't make a decision, then the decision will be made for you.
That's right.
You know, point blank, period. Now, to touch on what you said about the robotics is an innate object. It has no feelings.
Mm-hmm.
They can program it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, to be so it'll come by and they shoot bullets at you and won't even give a flying flip.
Absolutely.
You know, it ain't gonna have no emotion.
Right.
Have no, and then guess what? It's only a reflection of the people that's programming.
Absolutely.
Because they're cold and callous.
Absolutely.
You know, now the other thing that you said that you were talking about as far as the currency. 3 years ago, I don't know if you know when he was talking about, let's buy back the gold. You know, had people coming in, they're selling back their gold chains.
Yeah,
and
I remember
all this
that.
Other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, solid gold is what, 24 carats?
Mm-hmm.
So if you got a 24 carat herringbone chain, herringbone necklace, whatever the case might be, gold doesn't lose its value at 24 carats, right? Am I right or wrong?
You are correct.
So therefore, why would anybody in this, even if you're the most ignorant person on earth, why would you sell something that's 24 karat and it's not going to lose its value? They got it because they know the value of gold.
Right.
See, because it's solid gold, because gold goes through the fire, just like everybody else going to go through the fire. God is a consuming fire. It goes through the fire, so it is valuable. But your cousins and them, let them trick them. Oh, bring the gold back, blah, 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 because they wanted the government, the U.S. Mint,
mm-hmm.
Where your gold is kept up in New York, they wanted all that gold back for themselves because of the greed. So they did the same kind of philosophy. They can find me real quick. They want to, they tell you that you value the value, you let them, let's say this quick, subordinate conjunction, you let them devalue you.
Mm-hmm.
You get them to devalue, you let them to devalue you in your mind, in your pocket, and you have nothing. And you feel worthless. You are worthless because you ain't worth nothing.
Right.
Because you allow them to do that because you sitting up here allowing yourself to be tricked because, like you said, and that basically what you're saying is choose you this day. You wanted a God just like the Israelites did that you could see. Now you got it, so don't complain.
Right.
But when that the thing about it is, hell is something here on earth. You ain't got to wait till the master come back to straighten all this out. Because hell is anybody don't have the protection or the guidance or have, like you said, that relationship with God. That don't know Him beyond the surface. That don't take time to spend time with Him. Guess what? You in here already, because when stuff come on with you, it ain't saying that things don't happen to everybody, because all the rain and the sunshine fall upon everybody.
Right.
But you have an advocator. Those who believe and trust in God have an advocate. But you want to believe in your God. Your God putting cancer in your body. Your God feeding you poison. You sitting up here and you buying it, and they looking at it. I'm telling you how to. You know how what I'm telling you right now. I'm gonna shut up after this. But what I'm telling you came from the horse's mouth itself.
Absolutely.
These people, I'm gonna tell you, I've had some, because there's more than one, verbatim say this. They so stupid. Them people so stupid. They don't even realize that we feeding the poison. They have a philosophy where they feel like, when I mean the enemy feels like if you buy the poisonous food, then they not responsible for your death.
Right, right. Absolutely.
I've heard that come out of their mouth.
Yep.
On more than one occasion.
Yep.
You understand what I'm saying? On more than one occasion.
That's
now,
the justification.
The thing about it is,
I said that's the justification. Well, you bought it.
Yeah. Yeah, but if you know that there's danger over to the right and you don't, and you know it and you don't tell me, you just as guilty. It's not gonna be held guilty or more guilty than I would going over there because you knowingly let me go over there.
Right.
So that doesn't excuse you from the guilty. Oh, I didn't have nothing to do with it. No, you didn't tell him to walk over there, but you knew there was danger over there.
Right.
You know. And then one more thing, and I'm done. I mean, you own it again, sweet. But the bottom line is, your cousins and them. I don't want to do anything, be anywhere where God, like you said, talking about the Armageddon, you're talking about the what's that movie? Did you just mention? Purge.
Purge, yeah.
Yeah. That's, like you say, Chicago is it's hitting, it's in your face.
Mm-hmm.
See, God protecting people like me and you and the other true believers, you know, from that.
Right.
But when it goes into its full, when the rise that black head rises up, then that's when it's just like you say, just anything goes and anybody goes. But God's gonna pull His people.
Right.
He knows who His people are away from that before that happens.
Indeed.
But He said, fret not that stuff because you do, even if it's in your face.
Right.
For I am the Lord, I'll protect you from all harm. In Proverbs 18, 19, 20, 21, all the way to 25. But the bottom line is, you have not because you ask not because right. You don't have. In order for me to know who you are, I must spend time with you.
Right.
And if you don't spend time with God, then I go ahead and spend time with your master. But the same one that you sit up here kissing his behind, he's the same one sitting up here pricking you with a poisonous fork.
Absolutely.
And that's all I'm gonna say.
Well, I thank you again, darling.
You on point.
Thank you. I got some more points, so stick with me.
Okay, I am.
Okay.
Okay, thank you for listening to me. Thank you.
Indeed, love. Thank you.
All right.
All right. All right. So, I said we were just talking about the Most High turning a deaf ear to the wicked, even though people, like I said, are going to be in prayer. It'll be universal prayers. You know, everybody want to come together at one time and just lift up their voice in prayer and God save us. And yeah, sky closing. I can't hear you. Don't bring that shit up here. That's noise to me. I'm not listening. I don't want to hear it. You have had ample time. I have shown you ample ways, resources. I have been here. There's no reason why you could not have connected to me. There's no reason why you could not have communicated with me. There's no reason why you could not follow the instructions. I made them clear. I've sent people that look just like you. What you do with them? Oh, you killed them. Oh, and then you want to call on my name. No. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. So there you go. Deaf ear. Now, with the deaf ear, the sky done closed, guess what's going to open? That ground, that earth's going to open up. And then that's when that's when the wicked one gets unleashed. Get unleashed. Now you just out here. You out here amongst the wicked. Do you want to be wicked? You want to hang with the wicked? There you go. Wicked rule. That's your time right there. Purge in full effect. This is what you want. Remember, you said you didn't want me as your creator. You didn't want me to protect you. You didn't want me to provide for you. You didn't want me to be the one that was there all the time. You didn't want to honor me. You didn't want to respect me. You didn't want to show me no love. You wanted to be like these other nations. You want to have these things that the other nations have. You want to experience everything that the other nations experience. Well, this here, there it is. They're experiencing all of that. And they're going to continue to experience all of that because they have denied me. They continue to deny me. And they have taught you to do the same. You have chosen to do the same. So now you're going to get the exact same, if not worse, punishment that I'm going to lay upon these people because you knew better. Absolutely, Nate. I ain't trying to scare you, love, but it is what it is. I'm glad you're here, by the way. Thank you. It is what it is. All of this falls under. Oh, wow. Let me move on before I get there. The next slide that you saw was the eye. Human eye, opened, blinking. We are so blind. And by blind, I don't mean carnally blind. You can see things. Y'all looking at me, you see me clearly. You can see what's going on in the world as it is carnal, as it is surface. You see that, but you can't see beyond what you're looking at because your spiritual eyes have closed. Your spiritual eyes are blind. Your spiritual eyes are hazy. It's a veil over, or they just shut. A lot of people have decided, I'm just going to shut my eyes. I don't want to see it. I don't want to hear it. If I don't see it, I don't hear it, then I'm not responsible for it. Don't fool yourself. Don't fool yourself. It's right in your face. Don't you see it? Revelation, Deuteronomy, don't you see it? It's right in your face. It's happening. This is what was put on my spirit earlier. The things that are happening, that we're experiencing, the way it was written biblically, as a warning. I think it was given to, I want to say it was given to Moses. It may not have been, so don't quote me on it. I could be wrong, but it was given, I think it was, to Moses. This is what's going to happen. These are the warnings. Go tell your people this is what's going down, and it's going to happen soon. The days, these times are among us. They are coming soon. So we're going to take the soon, that's a time. So being written in biblical days, what we're talking about right now, these things in some shape or form have occurred already. Okay? Because the timing of soon meant soon. Within the lifetime, I'll say, of the people who are living at that time. The second part of that was there is nothing new under the sun, meaning this is not new. What we're experiencing is not new. We've done this before. Our ancestors have done this before. Their ancestors have done this before. It's history repeating itself over and over and over and over again. So what happens is, because we are being given all of these ways to find the truth, all of these resources to access the truth, all of these ways to become or reconnect with the Most High and find our righteousness again. We're being given these things. All of these slates have been, I won't say wiped clean, but they've been leveled, where we had to compete with those that are considered elite and high. COVID showed you everybody on the same level. That was level playing field. This was and is an opportunity for us to stop the repetition of history. We do not have to do this again. This does not have to fulfill itself. It doesn't have to keep going on. But the reason that it does, and the reason that it will, is because our minds will continue to be the way they were before. We have not changed the way that we think. We have not changed our minds. We still think in the days of old, the wicked days of old. We still think along those lines. We still move along those lines. Even though what we have looks different, the scenario is still the same. Nothing new under the sun. We've been here before. This is an opportunity to change history so the next generation won't have to relive what we have been reliving, what our ancestors relived, what their ancestors relived. It doesn't have to happen. But if we don't change our minds, cleanse our minds and our hearts, if we don't wash them, if we don't brainwash, become clean, we're going to repeat the same mess. Dog returning to his own vomit. We're going to keep doing the same shit over and over and over again. Don't you see it? Don't you see it? Revelation means to reveal, to show. We're being shown it. It's being revealed to us. And we sit back looking at everything else but, paying attention to everything else but. If a Bible is going to be rewritten again, another version of a Bible, be it called a Bible or not, we're going to be in it. And the next generation is going to be reading about us, right? It is going to look exactly the same as it did in the book that we read. The history that we know, it's going to look the same. There is nothing new under the sun. Stop repeating it. Don't you see it? Open your eyes, open your spiritual eyes and see. Open your spiritual ears and listen. Those who have eyes, let him see. Those who have ears, let him hear. And if you have a clean mind, let you understand, overstand, understand what's being shown, what is being revealed. Do you get it? Do you see it? If you all have any questions, comments, or concerns, and you would like to call in, please feel free to do so. I'm going to take this time right now to read the comments. T. Harp, again, I appreciate you for being here. You said you got it. You said, thanks for speaking up. Absolutely, honey. That's what I do. The separation of wheat and tares. Absolutely. But see, we so busy trying to fight for the togetherness. We want to be together. We want to be integrated. We ain't doing that. It's a reason that the Most High said, I have a people, a special people, what's the word that was used? It's a holy people. The word I think begin with an S, and I can't think of it. Sanctified. There you go. Thank you, Spirit. Sanctified people unto me. That means you're separated from others. You are deliberately set apart from others. You are deliberately set apart as a holy, specific, perfect people, chosen people from the nations. I separated you from them on purpose, with purpose. I deliberately did that for you and to you because you hold a special place in my heart. Why? I chose you, period. But you telling me you rather be over there with them. I'm showing you I'm whooping their ass. You telling me, but Lord, we want to be amongst the nations. We want our asses whipped too. Get out of here. What? I'm protecting you from this ass whooping and you telling me You don't appreciate that I'm protecting you. You want to go over there and join the ass whipping? Bet. I'm going to give you what I gave them, and I'm going to make it worse on you. I'm going to give them authority to also whoop your ass in my name. How about that? They're going to justify whooping your ass in my name. Absolutely. Frankenstein mentality. Absolutely. I'm going to say, Joy, I apologize, but I appreciate you for being here, love. Please, I said, if you all have not subscribed to this channel and shared this video, if you would please do so, I would be most grateful. And so will the people who get the messages. I know I don't have a whole lot of people that come and watch my lives, and I'm okay with that. Those people that come are the ones that were called. They were the ones that were called. They were the ones that were called, and the ones that said, I'm here, I'm coming, I'm listening, I need that. That's for me. So I appreciate you all for being obedient to the call. You're here for a reason. Now, you also have the ability to share the message. You also being called to share the message. Once you get information, once you get word, once you are edified and you are girded up, you become a watchman for those that don't have a clue. For those that keep turning their ears, for those that keep shutting their eyes. You're a watchman for them. They fools, but you're a watchman because you know better. If they decide they don't want it, that's not your responsibility. You just have a responsibility to give it to them. If they don't take it, that's not your problem. Just give it to it. Offer it. If they say no, thank you, say, okay, bet. And that's it. Let me come over here to Facebook because there are a gazillion messages over here. G-Walk says, male and female did he create, and as long as we exist on this earth, God's word says that this is how it's supposed to be. Bam. Yes, indeed. D Mays, what's going on? You said, what we talking about, transhumanism. Absolutely. And thank you for sharing. Again, artificial society, absolutely. He said by 2030, a lot of jobs will be obsolete. Look it up. AI and automation will take over. Absolutely. Absolutely. In everything. I told you all, I remember it was a report years ago in the 90s where they were showing how everything was becoming automated, right? Everything was linked together, where a man had ordered a pizza. He called in and ordered a pizza. They pull up his whole everything, his whole life on the screen for him ordering a pizza. He ordered pepperoni and sausage and blah, 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 blah. They tell him what his cholesterol level is, how much he weighed, when his next doctor's appointment is, when his prescription is due. And it seems like your car is also running out of, I mean, it was too much. Everything was connected. It's all automated. There's going to be no reason for human beings to even exist. And we're, like I said, we are giving that authority over to the things that we're creating. Some of these things are made to be so smart. Like I said, the people who created them can't shut them down. You create something that's smarter than your own dumb ass. That's dumb. Why would you create something that's smarter than you? You can't shut it down? Yes, indeed. Okay, moving on. It said Black people need to get up on technology. Indeed, that's a fact. It says facts. They have the palm read at Amazon automatic store. What? Palm readers are automated now? I'm done. Shalom, my brother. What's going on, beloved? Thanks for being here. I appreciate you. He said the robot is a mechanical device which has no real emotional cavity about it. Indeed, but it makes you think that it does. I'm telling you, the next time, I'm trying to think what her name is. And if you all come across it, post it, but it's a female robot that has interviews with people. She's been on the news. It's been on the news. It's been on different talk shows or whatever, being interviewed and talking about dating, and has a favorite song. It can sing all kind of stuff. Blinking. I mean, it's ridiculous. The next thing you're gonna hear about this her is that she gonna have somebody, real human, real woman's womb inserted into it and making robotic babies. Watch. You say either the master is gonna say, "Well done, my good and faithful servant," or "Get from beyond me, for I knew you not." Absolutely. Let me see. T says they have 6 DNA strands. They can't help themselves. It's ridiculous. It's all ridiculous. That's all I'm saying. So they need a hardcore message. I guess that's what you're saying. They are callous people, stiff-necked and wayward people. So they need a they need an in your face message. Absolutely. I got you. Absolutely. It says, speak it to them and make the heavens smile. Bring the noise for the girls and the boys. Okay. Bring the noise. Absolutely. Yep. That Frankenstein mentality. Absolutely. The dog is regurgitating. Yep. That vomit of truth. Yep. Oh, there's more. Okay. The dog's regurgitating that vomit of truth. You are making too much sense. So they are trying to hide because they're comfortable in their own agony, pain, suffering, and sins at the hand of their massa. Yep. Their enemy and devil. What's going on, Dennis? Thank you for being here, loved one. I appreciate you. G says the enemy has you making a robotic device to replace you with your. Oh, you typed out what I said. Yeah, absolutely right. So I think I have said what I needed to say. I made sure that I speak to the Most High. Give me the words to say. Give me the people to say it to. And when I'm done, let it be done. Let the message be given. Let it be received where it needs to be received. That's it. Yoster, I see your loved one coming in. I appreciate you. Again, if anybody wants to call in before we get off of here, I'll leave it open for you. 770-906-5271. 770-906-5271. You can bet that any conversation or anything that's going on in the world that people are trying their damnedest to avoid talking about, it's going live right here. You can know that for absolute certain. You said, as God's people, we have 9 strands. We are the greater people. Absolutely. So your mate will be in your mate will be your rib and backbone. I hear you. I hear you. My mate gonna be a reflection of his creator. That's what I know. That's what I know. Okay. But yeah, I said we are dealing with having to experience everything that our ancestors and us have asked for. We are being given it. We are being shown it. We are given every ass whooping that we asked for, every convenience that is now inconveniencing. We've asked for it. We're getting it. You've always been told to be careful what you ask for because you just might get it. You don't know what you're asking for, but you ask for more. We're getting it. But again, we are at a point before these skies close, before that ear go deaf, before that ground open up and is unleashed. We're at a point where if we just change our minds, change our hearts, change our intention, remember the spirit man and woman being that we are, cause them to relive again, to be reborn again. We have the opportunity to change his story. We do not have to repeat this. Absolutely. Reconnected. We do not have to repeat this. And I'm saying what I'm saying because I'm told to tell you. Okay? This is what was given to me. We don't have to do this. But by choosing to listen to the justification of the wicked one, we are asking for a repetition. By choosing the convenience, by choosing everything that is to replace the righteousness, to replace what God created, we are choosing to replace ourselves. Jesus. If you say that out loud for yourself, we are choosing to replace ourselves. Wow. All right, y'all. Let me see. Is it Queen? Oh, I read that already. Last chance. If you all have something else that you want to say, you can call in 770-906-5271. Give you like 2 minutes, and then I'm gonna peace out. Please make sure, again, for those of you who have not already subscribed, please make sure you do that. Queen Goddess the King Advocate on YouTube. Goddess is spelled Godis. God is. Please make sure you subscribe and you like and you share and you comment and you do all that stuff, and that you join me every Monday that I'm here. Please make sure you do that. Is it turning the truth of God into a lie? Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm going to pose this question to you, and I'm going to tell you something about it. Have any of you been experiencing synchronicities in numbers? Right. You're right, love. Have any of you been experiencing synchronicities in numbers where you're seeing duplicating numbers? You're seeing 111 or 222, 53, anything like that, 1111. Okay, let me tell you what's happening. Those numbers are called angel numbers. These numbers, each of them has a meaning. It's a message behind them. That means you are being visited, you are being spoken to by angels. You are being given messages. You are being shown something. Do not discard that. Do not shove it off. Don't act like you didn't see it. Don't think it's just a coincidence, because it's not. 1010, which and is today's date. 1010, the number 10 is a new beginning. It's the start over. And it's today's date. Today, 1010 is a 1010 portal. It's an opening, a new beginning. A new beginning. 999, 888. When you see them, I mean, I may do a show about it another time. When you see them, take note and then look them up. See what you're being told. See what you're being told. The Most High is coming to you. The Most High is still showing up, still trying to get your attention, still trying to give you the opportunity to reconnect, to get back into your spiritual self so you can hear spiritually, so you can see spiritually. It's happening universally, multiversally. I know that wasn't even a word, but it's happening. God is calling. Absolutely. 1111, master number. You'll see these numbers all the time. Make note. I said, if Most High tells me to, I'll do a show about the numbers, just that, what they mean. We've been taught that watching numbers, listening to people talk about numbers, seeing numbers, or whatever is wicked because it has been used in wicked ways. But this is how they communicate. A lot of things that we've been taught that we've been taught as wicked and witchcraft and all this kind of stuff, that ain't the facts. That ain't true. It's a whole book in the Bible called Numbers. It's a reason for that. It's got to be significant. A whole book dedicated to numbers is significant. Don't disregard it. That's what's up. So I'm gonna meditate on that, and if it's given to me, it's on. If you all would like to see that show on numbers, put it out there. Tell us how you want to see it on Melanated Monday. Let's see what's said. I would love to do it. Absolutely. So that's why numbers are a part of verses. Absolutely. You are being spoken to. You are being guided. Absolutely. Pay attention to all of them. Write them down and look them up. If you can do them at the moment that you're giving them, pay attention. And let me give you this one because people tend to be afraid of it. If you see the number 666, it is not referencing the devil. Okay? 666 in the angel number simply means for you to refocus, redirect, go about doing something differently. That's it. It is not, oh, I'm about to die. No, it ain't that. It ain't about Satan to talk to you. It ain't that. Okay? Right. Computers only use zeros and ones. Absolutely. Digital, but it's a language. It speaks. It's how it communicates, if you will. Absolutely. But the angels speak in order, synchronization, and is always on time. Always on time. And it doesn't have to be 3 digits. It can be 2. You can see 5, or 22, or 11, whatever it is. These numbers mean something. Okay? And when you see them, then it's meant for you to see it when you see it. Look it up at that point if you can. And it's more than one meaning. So don't find one and say, well, that's it, because it might not be that one. It might be the third one, whatever. It might be all of them together. What's going on, Kenny? Indeed. It's the algorithms as well, also. Yep. See, and 432, that right there is a frequency. That is the frequency of the earth. That's the natural frequency of the earth. If you see numbers that let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, 6, 7, if they're going up in that, we definitely doing a show. If they're going up in that way, that's progression. That's progression. You have frequencies that have certain numbers, or all the frequencies have different numbers. They all mean something. They change a vibration. The universe operates in frequency. See, it's a whole new show. Stop it. 999, absolutely. 999 deals with ends of cycles. A cycle has ended. So when you 999, and it also brings about prosperity. You'll probably see 10 after that. It goes on. We're gonna do a show, Most High's willing. I'm gonna leave it at that. All right, love. You can continue to do so. I'm putting it out there. You putting it out there. It's being put out over here as well. Most High's willing, we will do that. Would be Would you be open to joining a panel? Absolutely. I definitely would. Melissa over here throwing up these numbers. Yes, ma'am. Come up all the time during my work day on my tablet. Pay attention to them. Look them up. That 666. That 666 means you need to do something differently. Refocus. Just change what you're doing or change what you're focusing on. Yep, but just pay attention to them. We have an opportunity. I need you to open your eyes, open your spiritual eyes, open your eyes. You have an opportunity. We have an opportunity to change things. We do not have to repeat history again. We do not have to see that what's written in Revelation. We don't have to see that again. It doesn't have to come about. This is what was given to me, put in my spirit today. So I'm not telling you what I think. I'm not telling you what I feel. I'm telling you what's given to me. We don't have to do it. So what does that mean? That means you can't just sit back and wait. Okay, well, this is what's going to happen. It's got to happen. Everything happened for a reason. And we're going to just wait on the Lord. And no, that means you got to fight. That means you're going to have to change some things. That means you're going to have to hold yourself accountable. That means you're going to be responsible for some shit. You're going to have to do some things that are uncomfortable in order to make the situation different. Because as long as you stay in the same mind, you're going to repeat the same cycle. If you stay in that same mind frame, you will repeat the same cycle. This is why nothing is new under the sun, because the mindset has not changed. It is time, people, to put yourselves and allow yourselves to be put through the fire. When you go through the fire, you are changed molecularly. Everything about you is different. It's time to go through the fire. It's time to go through the fire. Get uncomfortable. Get uncomfortable. Welcome it. Look for it. Ask God to show you it, walk you through it, the uncomfortableness. You may have to lose the things that you have, the conveniences. We done got used to being convenient. Used to being convenient has caused us to lose our convictions. This is why we keep losing. We want the things to be easy, to be right here, just giving. Give it to me. Just give it to me. Absolutely, G. The very hairs on your head are numbered. I got you. I'm with it. You said having one on Saturday. Make sure you're there. Well, just send me all the information, time, all that kind of stuff to send it to me. I would love to be there. It's time to go through the fire. This is the revelation. You're being shown it. It's being revealed to you. Do you see it? I love y'all. I love you on purpose, with purpose. So I'll see you again. Peace. Queen Goddess, the King Advocate at Gmail. You can send it there. Queen Goddess, the King Advocate. I'll type it up. right. That's it. Love you on purpose with purpose. Peace.